Hey, let me tell you what happened. I was out having lunch with some girlfriends over the weekend, just the girls having lunch, eating stuff, and the subject of new home communities for rent came up. The new home communities, you think you're going to be driving up and looking at a new home to purchase, but the entire community, all 300 homes, are actually for rent, not for sale. That's what we were talking about. So we were talking about it. Now let me qualify this discussion. My friend, she is the line of work that she's in is diversity and inclusion. So her whole perspective of everything in life, bless her soul, is that everyone should be included and have the opportunity to whatever. And that's right. That's fair. Everyone should have the opportunity to whatever. Absolutely. But the thing for me, this is the rub for me when we start talking about real estate, is that everyone should have the opportunity to buy it, not just rent it. What happens when you get folks into a brand new home where no one has ever farted in it before, there's been no cats, no dogs, no smokers, it's all new, nothing's leaning to the left or sloping to the right. It's new, nothing's breaking, nothing's gonna break for 10 years. It's a booby trap. You go into it and you are proud to be in this nice $3,500 a month house. It's yours, except it's not really yours. It's still theirs. It belongs to someone else, and they are going on vacation on your monthly rent. It belongs to someone else, and they are getting the interest mortgage increase annually, that interest benefit, that tax refund. You're not getting that if you're renting. The biggest thing that you're not getting if you're renting is any equity. You're not getting any increase if you're renting a home for 10 years. Now that, to me, that's what we were talking about. So I wanted to take that conversation and bring it here to you today so that I could help you appreciate what you're really losing when you're renting versus the great that you gain when you're actually buying. So let's just buckle up for a few minutes. I promise I won't take too much of your time, but I want to explain the equity idea. Equity. Now, business equity is when you invest in a business, and at a certain point when that investment matures, you have to sell it when it matures, and you also have to make sure that all of the debts occurred or incurred on that investment are paid off. Now, when you sell it, the equity, what's left over, becomes yours. That's what happens as an investor in business. Well, guess what? It's the same when you buy a house. Now, what you're buying when you buy money to buy a house is you get the opportunity to have other people's money. See, it's starting to sound like an investment, right? Because you're using other people's money, and over time, month after month, you paid back that same investment that you made. It's a small portion to bring forward. Maybe it's $5,000, because you know that they have 100% loans now, right? Yeah, you will only be paying for the appraisal. You'll be paying for the inspection. You'll probably be paying closing costs, and maybe in some places you might have to pay for an agent. But here in Georgia, most people, when they sell their house, they also pay for the agent for the buyer. So yeah, it's a small investment that you actually get to live in the place that you are investing in. So it's a no-brainer to make the decision to invest in yourself, in your future, that when that matures, and when it matures is totally and completely up to you. It might mature when you have to move because you get married, or it might mature when you have to move out of state, or maybe it matures when, who knows, there could be 1,000 different reasons, but you can sell that property, and that for you is the point of maturity. And once you pay that loan, the money that you got from other people to buy this house that you wanted, you pay that back, and anything else that you may have borrowed against it, and then what's left is yours. You don't get that opportunity when you're renting. I know that in the nice new community, it was nice, it was new, it had the new car smell but a house. But if it's not yours, you don't get any equity. And that's not an equality move for me. And you have the choice in that. Whereas maybe 100 years ago you didn't, but now things are more diverse. Things are more equitable, and there is equality where you have the opportunity, if you so choose, to be a homeowner. And if you choose, you can reap annual increases in the interest mortgage refund that you get on your taxes. And you, when you sell it, you'll get that equity increase because you made the investment in yourself and in your family. I'm Arvelyn Lewis, and I'd love to sell you some real estate.